Hey my babies, and how are you all doing? Hope you guys are doing fine. Hope you're doing great. Hope everywhere marama, hope everywhere stewer. Welcome back babies. Guys, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure your notification bell is steadily on while at it. And also do not forget to give Mimi a huge thumbs up, and then do not forget to share this video. Thank you. So you guys, it's just a lot going on the social space. As you all know, the king and queen of the season, Sweet Ash, that is Sweet Guluva and Ashley Ogo. There is a lot going on with their name. Without wasting too much time, let's forge ahead. Then you're left to tell me if this is a yeah or a nay for you, okay? Whatever going on, you are to tell me if it is true or not for you, according to your own perception. But I will get this from Team Nsuku. It is an Nsuku stan. So it says, mark my words when I say that crazy girl is going to abuse Guluva when the honeymoon phase dies. Not only is she older than him, but she is rude, controlling and insecure, and she has been in a toxic relationship before him, and the effect of that relationship reeks on her. Guluva is too sweet and respectful for her, and that Njolo is gonna take a toll on him. But she is pretty and stuff, so we will overlook her vile ways. Iyo or banana in a few years. So right here, it is giving Nsuku Stan trying to finish what their fave is starting in the house. If you watch the previous video I shared with you guys, not my first video though. If you've not seen my first video for today, that means you're sitting on a fat long thing, okay? So the video I shared with before this one, it was about what Nsuku had said about what's the name, Ashley, and the Sweet Ash sheep, right? Now it may seem as though the fans continued from there. What brought this up by even Nsuku fan? Is it our fault that your fave is ugly with a bitter heart? When Guluva come out, please marry him and leave Ashley alone. So the fans be like, yo, it's happening in the house, and also the fans will not let us breathe. So this particular fan is saying that definitely the ship is not gonna last. If you watch the previous video, you would see that is where people are coming from. Those who were supporting Nsuku, we what she had spewed, saying that, oh, the reason why Nsuku is doing all of this is because she has seen that there is nothing gonna happen with the ship, that the ship is not gonna last. You understand? So Lawrence Smith says Ashley is rude, controlling and insecure when your stand is a vile, bitter, insufferable, mean, miserable man like girl who is ugly in and outside. Please, yo. Jeez, who gave you guys this mouth? See names. Man like girl who is ugly in and outside. You guys, you need to be calming down, or I wanted to say this is not that deep, but at the same time, I feel like, honestly, truly the housemates, not just the housemates alone, but the fans also are so obsessed with the name called Ashley Ogo. Alright, Funny F, as if that is not enough, Funny F said this. Okay, it says, Sweet Guluva is a great man, shame. I hope Ashley treats him well and takes good care of him. Few men exist who are as mature as Sweet Guluva. And then someone says, Sweet Guluva is blessed to have a girlfriend like Ashley. She cooked, ironed, and babied him when she was still in the house. And Sweet Guluva pointed that out quite a lot of times. Now, the first part I gave you guys the gist was an Nsuku stan. And that one is very okay to see that, oh, Nsuku is not really cool with Ashley or Sweet Guluva, in as much as Nsuku and Sweet Guluva, they are gisting in the house and everything, but we all know her perception about the Sweet Ash ship, right? But this particular one is not coming from Nsuku or a hater of whatever, the Sweet Ash. It is actually coming from a Sweet Guluva stan. Yes. And now, you know what's actually made this thing step browse on the social space? I will tell you guys why. First off, let me read this from Nomzi that says, dude, I guess your tweets always like to take side, but you should understand that we are all one, and these two individuals chose one another. So you disrespecting one is the same as disrespecting the other. Sit down and think before you tweet that. Would be nice, don't you think? And then Kim Nana says, Ashley is a great woman, and I really hope Guluva treats her well. I hope he can take good care of her and spend on her. I hope he can defend her in her presence, not only in her absence. I hope he can learn to be loyal and not mess things up. Now, what I'm trying to tell you guys is, this is a Guluva stand saying this, and you're saying this at the peak of the moment where the Ashley fans are actually carrying Sweet Guluva matter on their head like gala for people to, vote him. And that is the time. That's why I keep saying, I said, most of those people call fans, they are actually hater in disguise. They do things that would actually bring their faves out. They do things that would actually bring problems to their fave. Because you cannot tell me you are a sweet Guluva stan and then you put this up. And when I was going through the comments where people were dropping several things, many people were dropping and saying that Ashley is a good lady, that she is a good person, that they also hope sweet Guluva treats Ashley well. Now, this wanted to bring a clash between the Ashley and the sweet Guluva fans. I saw some people saying, oh, they are not voting anymore. It is even me voting for him, by the way. This is what this person's aim is at. And you're saying you're a sweet Guluva stan. Please, I'll need to understand this. Are you people really standing this housemates or you don't like them? Because you claim to like a person and then what you're doing reverses the case. It is showing hatred all over. Why is that? That is the question I really want to know. But the sweetest part is so many people from the sweet Guluva stand. They went to the comments and was telling the dude, delete this thing, delete this tweet, that this is not right. This thing you just put out here is not right. We are actually in unity, doing things in uniform. So how are you coming right now to do this? You are trying to create propaganda. You're trying to sabotage the whole thing. Why are you doing this? Many were calling the person out and also pleading to the Ashley base, telling them, oh, it was just one person who made this tweet. And you could barely see anybody accepting the same thing in the comments with the person. They're really calling out on the person. Despite them calling out on this person to delete the tweet, it was very difficult. This person could not listen. I am telling you, this person could not listen. Hours later, the thing was still there. And you want to tell me you like your guy. And funny enough, his voting is ending today. And you do not know that even today as a whole, something can happen. Your faith might even be topping today. And someone else will pass your faith today just because of how unserious you just try to be. Do you get? Alright, Kimmy says he must go look for a great woman to be treating him well. Ashley is not here to babysit anyone. She is the best girl any guy can get out there. Some of you are mad. Now, I have noticed something here, and the thing I noticed is this. I feel like because of the personality they see in the house, the kind of person they see Ashley to be, a stubborn or maybe person, they feel like she is somebody that is not loving. Charles says there is absolutely nothing wrong in hyping Guluva for how he has conducted himself on the show, but leave Ashley's name out of it if you are gonna make her look less of the price too. I think this is right. This actually makes sense. I think that tweets also do not make sense. I find it so funny. I keep asking, are these people fans or haters in disguise? Abigail says, Ashley Ogle is a great woman, shame. I hope Sweet treats her well and takes good care of her. Few women exist who are as mature as Ogle. Now, the thing is, people are reversing it to the same post. They are now reversing it with Ashley's name, repeating the same thing that person has said, okay? This particular tweet would have made sense. It would have made so much sense hyping Sweet Guluva, but coming to put Ashley to it, that was where it flopped. Like, that was where everything went sour with it, okay? Shao says, now this is where they are going to. Now, this is where the drama comes. Do you know how hard it is to find a working woman to truly fall in love with a man that said the only thing he had in his account is 100 rands, Now imagine, give Ashley her flower for not being a superficial lady who only sees men for the depth of their pockets. She was loyal, respectful, and loved a 23-year-old man that is just a student with a dream. Her type is rare. Now you see, they've actually gone the other way around and said, okay, if you can come for my fave about all of this, how about your fave? Who does not have Shimbai in his account? There is no money, he's just trying to build up. And this lady did not even look at his pocket. So even if you have something to say about Ashley, can't you actually look for at least one good thing for her? Now, the fan base would have felt a different kind of way if it was other people's fan base doing this, but not coming from Sweet Guluva fan base, knowing fully well how this other fan base are also coming to help you people in voting. Honestly, when I saw this, I'm like, yo, human being. Now, wow. I'll get it from Ayanda. The rare fact that she never looked down on his English and always helped finishing his sentences, never once made fun of the way he speaks. Okay? You see, they are now going deep. Like the way they made that boy the trophy one would think he is rich guy or something. He is just okay like every other guy. Let's not cross certain boundaries because I want to talk. You all won't like it. I saw all of this. I'm like, okay, these people have succeeded in actually, distracting themselves with voting. Because all of this is distraction, guys. And that is what people from other fan base would be happy to see. And now, guess what? It's not people from other fan base who stirred this distraction, but people from your own base. They blamed her for his nominations, blame her for every single move he makes in that house. Now they are blaming her for the haters he has. Ashley, the Lord is your strength, my sister. Ashley left since week 4. The supporters' hot-spotted hatred cause of her should have ended, don't you think? But they have gathered to give Uyanda the win, and the only one actively behind his campaign is the same Ashley. I don't blame you, Sha. Now me, we see salt, call am sugar. Now you see, this is an Ashley stan who really even do not like the ship of Ashley and Sweet Guluva, but because of Ashley gave a go-ahead, this lady right here also took it personal about the voting. So right now, they said, okay, after people are ganging up, okay, seeing that they need to give Uyanda the win, yes, they are the one who joined them to save this thingy, and now they are calling us on Ashley. And then she also said to be respectful, he would have deleted that tweet when he saw people weren't taking it well. But no, who are we? I saw it 13 hours later, people were already on it. Same people helping them vote. If I talk, you know. So this is a drama going on the social space. So in fact, I would name this one basic distraction with the sweet Guluva voting, because that is what that person has succeeded in doing. But for now, me, I'm dropping my voice to leave the rest for you guys in the comment section. Thank you so much for always sailing with me, and please do not forget to like and share this video. Bye for now, babies.